Oh my god, I am so freaking cold right now. I don't know how you guys do it in a lot colder climates. I don't know how you do it. I am freezing right now. It's like 6 degrees here in Perth, and this is like as cold as I can handle. Like, I cannot handle anything else. I'm freezing right now. But anyways, welcome back to another video on my channel. I never say that. I don't know why I just said that. I had an idea to talk about my most unique fragrances from my collection. Now, these are for men and women. I have some recommendations for men, some recommendations for women, also some unisex ones that kind of just blend in between. Now, these to me, just in my opinion, are very, very unique creations. These are unique fragrances. I don't have anything that can compare to the unique DNA of each of these fragrances. And like I said, this is just my personal opinion. Obviously, I have not tried all of the fragrances in the world. I'm sure that I would smell a lot of unique creations if I explored even further. All right, so let's just get straight into it. I'm going to start out with one that I actually recommend for both men and women. Now, this one is Angel Muse from Mugler, and that may sound crazy because I don't know a lot of men that wear this fragrance, but to me, this fragrance could definitely be worn by a man. Angel Muse, to me, like I said, could be worn on a man or a woman, but somebody who really enjoys gourmand fragrances. So let me just say that. This one is a hefty gourmand. Now, how does this smell? To me, Angel Muse smells like powdered Nutella. It has patchouli, vetiver, cacao powder, but if I'm just being honest, like, it literally smells chocolatey, nutty, powdery, smooth, and it's just unreal, guys. Like, this fragrance is insane. I cannot wait to start wearing it again. This is a fragrance that you gotta stay away from in the high heat because it can just choke you out, but I recommend it for both men and women, but men that like sweet gourmand fragrances, because it definitely is a sweet gourmand. So we might as well just go sticking on with the whole Mugler trend. Alien, I have nothing to say about it. I can put it in just one sentence. This is one of the most unique fragrances in the entire world. It is the only fragrance that smells like this. No fragrance can compare to its uniqueness. If you smell a fragrance that smells like Alien, it just reminds you of Alien, but a worse version. Alien is the best of the best. It is an indolic jasmine scent. It's got some ambery touches. It's got a real depth. It's just too hard to describe. You will either love or hate this fragrance. Same with this fragrance right here. To be honest with you, like, these two are very polarizing. You will either love or hate them, which is a big thing for the House of Mugler. You usually either love or hate them. I am not the biggest fan of Angel, but I love Aliens, so that's kind of where my alliances lie. So the next one is Coco Eau de Parfum from Chanel. Now, I was trying to think out of all of my Chanel fragrances, Coco Mademoiselle, Coco Noir. No, there are fragrances that smell similar along those lines, and, you know, Gardenia from Chanel. No, Coco is the one to me that is the most unique, that doesn't smell like anything else. Coco is an icon. It stands alone. It stands by itself. It smells iconic. You smell Coco and you know it's Coco. There is no other fragrance that smells like this or better than this. This is it. If you don't know, it's I love it so much. Like, guys, I love this fragrance so much. It is balsamic, spicy, powdery, sweet, vinegary. Like, it's just amazing. And like I said, there is nothing like Coco. There never will be. Same with Chanel No. 5. That would be in the list as well, but I just don't really love Chanel No. 5 as much as I love Coco. I'm a Coco girl personally, but I do appreciate No. 5. All right, so the next one that I have here is Guerlain's Angelique Noir. Very, very, very unique vanilla fragrance. There is no other vanilla fragrance quite like this one. Vanilla is something that can just all blend into each other. There are so many vanilla fragrances on the market and they all just smell so similar. Vanilla is a very common note. As much as I love it, it's very common. It's in almost every single fragrance, but there is something about Angelique Noir that is so special and so unique and unlike anything else. It is a beautiful green, bitter, kind of fragrance in the beginning, but it settles down into the most beautiful, luxurious, expensive, cozy, warm vanilla that I have ever smelled. I also love and adore Guerlain Spiritus du Bleveny, but to me, Angelique Noir is the standout because it smells way more unique. It smells expensive, classy, luxurious, vanilla, but it has that kind of weird green element to it in the beginning. But as I said, it dries down to a very cozy, luxurious vanilla. So Angelique Noir to me is very unique, very beautiful. I do recommend it more for women. I know men wear this one, but for me, this one is a bit more of a feminine fragrance. The last one that I recommend strictly for women is Orchid Soleil from Tom Ford. Now, this one to me is crazy unique. It is a tuberose based fragrance. You will either love this fragrance or hate this fragrance. I feel like it's a little bit similar with Tom Ford. You will either love the fragrance or hate the fragrance, kind of like Mugler's concept. I feel like that about Tom Ford. A very polarizing house, very polarizing creations. Orchid Soleil is one of them, but I think it is so beautiful, especially in the heat. To me, this is the sexiest summer night fragrance on a woman, period. Like on warm skin, Orchid Soleil just does something and it just smells insane. If you don't know, it's got a whipped cream note in here. It's kind of like vanilla, tuberose, but there is something so wacky and weird about this fragrance that will make you like go back in for like a fourth, a fifth, a sixth smell, because you're not even really entirely sure what you're smelling. It just smells very unique. So Orchid Soleil from Tom Ford, love this fragrance and I recommend it for a summer night on a woman. Alrighty, so let's get into the unisex scents now. I recommend these for men and for women equally. These will just smell incredible on men and women. Anybody can wear these scents and they're very, very, very unique. Confessions of a Garden Gnome from Fort and Manley. Now, Fort and Manley is an Australian niche house. A pretty long time ago, I sampled all of the Fort and Manley fragrances. This actually isn't my bottle. This is a friend of mine's bottle. But if I had to say which one is like one of my favorites from the house, it is Confessions of a Garden Gnome from Fort and Manley. Wow, 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 is this fragrance incredible. This is super, super unique, and to me, it's a very spring, summer sort of fragrance. This is one of the most incredibly unique summer, spring fragrances that I have tried in my life. I am obsessed with this scent and I need my own bottle because I love this one so much. It's green, it's kind of fruity, it's a little bit creamy. It's got a bit of a floral aspect to it, but not an overly feminine floral. Don't worry, it doesn't smell overly feminine at all. There's definitely a little bit of a fruitiness to it, like this kind of sweet fruitiness, but not in a synthetic way. Fort and Manley is an insane house. The ingredients, the quality, the entire fragrances, they're just made so well. Just fantastic fragrances. So Confessions of a Garden Gnome, I recommend this to men and women that want to smell incredibly unique in the spring and summertime. This is the fragrance to go for sure. I love that fragrance so much, I cannot express. Alrighty, so next up is Nasomato Black Afghano. Now, Nasomato as a house is a very unique house. The creations are all very kind of weird, unique. If I had to recommend one and only one to men and women, it is Black Afghano. This smells incredibly unique. It is oud, cannabis, but it doesn't really smell like weed. It kind of just smells smoky, oud, sweet, resinous, a little bit of a green touch. But to me, what you get the most is kind of like a smoky, sweet oud scent, and it is amazing. It is kind of addictive, which is kind of odd because it features cannabis. It does have sort of like an addictive smell to it. So for me, I love Black Afghano. It's incredibly unique and it is going to make you stand out if you want something very unique. If I had to say who I prefer it on, men or women, that's a tough one because I think it smells great on both, but possibly men. A man dressed up in a suit wearing Black Afghano, oh my lord, would that smell amazing. Okay, next. This is one of my favorite fragrances of all time, hands down, period. I have two favorite fragrances at the moment. One of them is Santal Complet from Fragrance du Bois. And this is the other fragrance that is my favorite, my absolute favorite at the moment. And I have to be honest with you guys right now, and I always keep it 100 with you guys. Parfum de Marly is one of my favorite houses, you guys know this, but Carlisle to me is the fragrance I never knew I needed. It is the 10 out of 10 masterpiece from the house of Parfum de Marly. Out of every single fragrance, men, women, every single one, it's got to be Carlisle. This fragrance is insane. I think it is an absolute piece of art, and I'm not just saying that. It is incredible. Carlisle is perfectly unisex to me, probably more for a woman who's very confident and comfortable wearing a little bit more of a unisex fragrance. If you like really feminine, sweet floral scents, this one may not be for you, but I don't see why you shouldn't try this because it doesn't smell masculine. It literally smells unisex. Oh my god, it blows me away. To me, if I could put this fragrance simply to you, it actually has a very simple note breakdown, but if I could put it simply, it is a smooth, woody, creamy, a little bit smoky, like a tiny little bit smoky vanilla. There's definitely vanilla in this fragrance. It doesn't say it in the note breakdown, but there is vanilla in here and I know it, and it is a beautiful, creamy, soft, subtle vanilla smell that is just insane. It has a little bit of a floral touch, but not really a floral. Don't get me wrong there, it's not a floral. To me, it is woody, creamy, sweet. Woody, creamy, sweet with a little bit of a smoky touch. Carlisle, masterpiece, 10 out of 10, unisex for sure. Men, women, try this fragrance. If it sounds like it's up your alley, try this fragrance, get a bottle, thank me later. Like, that's all I'm gonna say about that fragrance. So the next one that I have here is from Andy Tower, and this is Les de Desert Marocaine. Now this, oh my lord, is one of the best amber fragrances I have ever tried. Ambre Nuit is amazing. Hands down, again, another masterpiece fragrance, but if I had to say which one is way more unique, it is Andy Tower's Les de Desert Marocaine. This fragrance, literally, you put it on your skin and you are transported to a spice market in the Middle East. I've never been to the Middle East. I would love to go. I can't wait. I want to go to Abu Dhabi and Dubai and Morocco. I want to go to heaps of places. But this literally transports you in your head to the Middle East and you're in a spice market. It is dry. It's a little bit masculine. It's got an aromatic touch. It's spicy. It's a little tiny bit sweet. It is a dry, desert, spicy, aromatic, just incredible amber scent. I recommend this one to men and women, but I do think if I had to say if it leans a little more to one side, it does smell a little bit more masculine on your skin. So highly recommend this to a man who wants a good amber scent. This is one of the best. Alright, so I'm going to talk about another amber scent that I find really beautiful and unique. This one is not as unique as the previous scent, but it is still a beautiful, unique amber scent that if I smelled this on somebody, I would recognize it. Now to me, this one is unisex, not leaning any way whatsoever. It is very unisex. Men and women can both wear this one. And I would have to say, this is probably my favorite fragrance from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this is Grand Soir. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get into any trouble for saying this, but Baccarat Rouge is like getting really low on my list from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I would say I love the extrait of Baccarat Rouge 540 more than I love the original. I love Oud Satin Mood, but I would have to say that Grand Soir is probably like my favorite at the moment. Grand Soir is my top dog from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Smooth, creamy, warm, cozy, delicious, I was gonna say almond, a delicious amber scent that just smells so good. It's almost got like this cake, like this rich, decadent kind of vibe to it. Yeah, it just smells rich and decadent. Amber, delicious goodness. like I said, I recommend it equally to men and women, so go and give this one a try. Amazing Francis Kurkdjian Grand Soir. Okay, so my final fragrance is from Serge Lutens, and this one is Santal Majuscule. Now, again, I recommend this to both men and women. I would say even more so for a man, which is really odd because this fragrance features the note of rose, which usually men are kind of scared to wear rose. But I would say if you're a man and you really love dusty, warm, dusty, woody scents, like you really have to like that kind of old, woody, dusty book sort of smell, this is stunning. Santal Majuscule is an incredible fragrance. I have to spend a little bit more time with it because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't worn this one too much, but it is hands down one of the most unique fragrances in my collection. It has cacao, it has sandalwood, and it has rose. I'm pretty sure they're the 3 notes that are featured in here, but this fragrance smells so complex to me, like super, super complex. It smells incredible, and I have to say, if you like fragrances like Santal 33 from Le Labo, you will love Santal Majuscule. It definitely gives me a similar kind of vibe. They don't smell the same, but they do smell just as unique as each other. So Santal Majuscule from Serge Lutens, I highly recommend this one. Like I said, if you like those woody, creamy, dusty, kind of old sort of smells, this one will take you there. It will take you there, and it will smell incredibly unique. So yeah, these were my picks from my collection of my most incredible, unique fragrances that I love to wear. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.